to Ruin an Hour, a safe place to talk about anything from sobriety, addiction, depression, anxiety, balance in life. We're live every now and then. My name is Kyle Gray. This is a safe place to talk. If you have anything you want to talk about in the chat, whenever I'm live, you can pop in here and talk about anything that's on your mind, whether it's something difficult that you're going through, whether it's something that you're very happy about, something maybe you're afraid to talk to people about. This is a safe place, a non-judgmental zone for you to release things that maybe are super difficult for you to release or experience otherwise. I know that a lot of people struggle with experiencing really challenging emotions and really challenging experiences. And I want to talk about that. I want to talk about living in the moment, living moment to moment with those difficult and challenging feelings and experiences, because it's not easy, it's not comfortable, it's not fun, but it's necessary, because emotions aren't destructive. Emotions can't kill you at all. Emotions are just an emotion. It's just a feeling. It can't murder you. It can't stop your heart. It can't stop your brain. What can inherently become destructive is when you cling to an emotion, or on the other side, you push it away. You know, if you're like somebody that's an avoidant of feeling sad, everybody feels sad. Everybody feels loneliness. Everybody feels anger. Everybody feels shame. It's the most universal things that we all experience. But somehow we're made to feel like those things are very isolating. And really what that comes into is self-pity. When you wallow in self-pity, what you're doing is you're clinging to an emotion really hard, rather than being compassionate towards yourself when you're going through a challenging thing. Treating yourself with kindness and care when you are in a low, treating yourself how you would treat a family member or a friend. And living moment to moment involves accepting those extreme valleys of our emotional experience, those extreme highs you're going to experience and those extreme lows. I'm not trying to act like I'm an expert at this at all. I struggle with this extremely hard. I recently have been in very deep lows, extremely deep lows, and I'm not good at it. I'm not talented at traversing those in the slightest. It's extremely challenging for me to go through those. But what I can do is I can be kind to myself when I'm feeling those extreme lows of depression, of grief, and be kind to myself and just be like, you are sad, or I'm feeling sad, labeling it. A good way to traverse challenging emotions is to label what you're feeling. I'm feeling angry, I'm feeling sad, I'm feeling lonely, I'm feeling depressed, I'm feeling jaded, jealous, envious, and then stopping and then doing what's called anchoring yourself. And a lot of the time that involves meditation, breathing techniques. A lot of people use that to anchor themselves and bring themselves back to the present moment, because when you get into this sort of like record skipping loop of negativity and emotions that are really challenging, you can get to where you're not actually going anywhere, and you're not actually living in the moment. What you're doing is either living in the past or the future. You have anxiety or depression. So labeling, I'm feeling this feeling, not you are this feeling. Anchoring yourself, letting yourself feel that feeling, and then returning to whatever you were doing in the present. Acceptance is the conscious choice of experiencing our sensations, our feelings, moment to moment as they come, not being adverse to being sad, not being adverse to being lonely, or feeling like you shouldn't feel something. We have all these emotions for a reason. All these emotions serve a purpose. There's a reason why we have anger, we have sadness, we have depression. They all serve a greater purpose. And it's extremely helpful for us to experience all those emotions in a really healthy way. And the way to do that is accept them. Accept that you're going to experience those. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be horrible. Like, I can tell you, it's fucking trash. It is not fun feeling like this at all. But the thing is, you have to go through it. The more you cling on to something and the more you push something away, the more damage you actually do to yourself and your experience. So you have to establish a new relationship with experiencing these things, instead of, like, it's a good example. I'm in this book that I'm reading, and I've probably brought this up a million times, about this person that had back pain, severe back pain, sciatic nerve back pain. I'm not going to act like this is a fact or like I'm a doctor and you should do this if you're suffering from sciatic nerve back pain. But this person was suffering from it, and the more they leaned away from it, so when they were picking something up, they like wouldn't feel the pain. The more when they did feel the pain, it really, really crippled them, because they're like, oh no, I'm feeling it. I'm trying to avoid feeling it. It hurts so bad. And what they were doing is they were avoiding the pain. So the more when they changed their relationship with it and they felt like, okay, I have this back pain. It's not fun or comfortable, but I'm accepting that I have this and I'm going to live with this, and it's going to be difficult for a little bit. And they started just living with it and accepting when they pick something up that it's going to hurt a little bit. And they actually started feeling far less extreme amounts of pain. They still felt the pain, but it wasn't so severe. And I feel like that's the same thing with our emotional experience. The more you try to avoid feeling something, I'm never going to feel like this, you're just bottling it up to when you do feel like it, you're not going to have the tools to navigate it in a healthy manner for yourself and come out on the other end in a healthy way and be compassionate to yourself through this. Because I feel like the more you bottle something up, the more you're going to judge yourself for experiencing that when you actually do experience it. So yeah, just wanted to talk about living moment to moment, experiencing emotions as they come, accepting our experience. And yeah, man. So much love to everybody in the chat. This is a short video because I'm actually doing some volunteer work at a rehab facility here in Los Angeles called Strides for Recovery. If you guys want to volunteer for them, it's amazing. If you're in the Los Angeles area, what we do is we run with people at this rehab facility, and it's fucking rad, dude. It's really, really cool. I ran like 3 miles with this dude last week, and he actually like pushed me because it's not like I'm a runner either. So today I'm going to try to run 3 miles with him today. Let's fucking go. Yeah, much love to everybody in the chat. You guys got anything you want to talk about? I got like 8 minutes before I have to go in there. You guys have anything you're going through and you want to discuss, now would be the time that we could talk about that. Ballots in your work is great, and you just find a place to connect with to do it too. So there's a website. Fuck, I don't have it in front of me, but there's a website that I found this. Danny, appreciate that, my friend. There's a website that I found this volunteer group at. I'm really spacing on it. It's called like Volunteer Match or something like that, and you can search city by city. Also, if you guys look at Meetup, I was using Meetup to do volunteer work too. There's a lot of volunteer work with that. I have my first remote therapy session tonight. Fingers crossed. That's amazing. Congrats on that, Jay. That's amazing. It's going to be super dope. Therapy is always a great thing. It's not sometimes the most comfortable thing, and it's sometimes not the most easy thing, but that doesn't mean that it's not amazing and a blessing to have there for you. But love everybody in the chat. Much love to everybody today. Hope you guys have a wonderful Sunday. Go outside, smell the fresh air, be grateful for another day in this amazing experience of life, whether it's challenging, whether it's not challenging. And if it is challenging, don't say I'm having a bad day. The great words of Denzel Washington say, I'm having a character building day. I think that's really a really cool quote. But much love to everybody out there. I'll see you guys later. I'm probably going to finish up round for round next week finally. So I'll see you then. Peace out.